Hey y'all, it's finally here. Our Shadow Warriors NFT collection is here, and you can be a part of it right now. Brought to you by the Lightest Sphere Network. Our Joe Art native token is available right now for pre-sale. Grab the game right now. The top line of the description box. I got some dope visuals on the screen for you. So if you like gaming, if you like NFTs, and if you like to make money, this is definitely for you. Go to the top line of the description box. That's joetart.com. joetart.com. All right, man. An old clip that's resurfaced with Charlamagne Tha God on Vlad TV talking about Jewish people. And let me tell you, this has rocked the foundation of hip hop. Has everyone and their mother talking. Some people say it's tantamount to what Kanye West said. I'll let you be the judge. I'm going to play this small clip. And then stay tuned, stick around, because on the back end, I'll be back with my commentary to bring all of this home. And this video is brought to you by hiphopmuon.com and joetart.com. All right, let's roll the tape.
I'll be honest with you, I don't even feel comfortable talking about this. I'm sweating right now. Listen, there's certain things I don't like to talk about, and I love Jewish people, but they're powerful. I don't want them to misconstrue anything I'm saying or take anything I'm saying the wrong way. So I would much rather not even have this conversation. I have a lot of great Jewish people in my corner. I have a Jewish conglomerate. Yeah, absolutely. You know why there's not a lot of Jewish rappers? Because there's Jewish owners and Jewish CEOs. They run these labels. They're the bosses. That's why I'm uncomfortable.
All right, so let's just unpack this one by one. Shout out to Red and Blue Pill for actually posting this clip up on our Instagram. Seen this last night, and I really couldn't wait to talk to you guys about this because you're correct. Him and Kanye pretty much echoed the same sentiments. Now, in my opinion, Kanye went a little further with the conversation, but the thing is, when I look at a guy like Charlamagne Tha God, right, I think I understand his worldview, and I think he understands his worldview. You know, what I also understand is that, and you got to understand about these people, and I'm not saying that is right, is that they have worked under, these big mega corporations for so long, right, and made millions of dollars. So it's the old adage, don't bite the hand that feeds you. They understand that. And in some cases, I think, it's smart. But in some cases, I think you have to put your foot down and call a spade a spade. But you're going to have a situation, right, where you have situations where you see guys like Funk Flex, Twalib Kweli, Charlamagne, but mainly like the media personalities, this is their main source of income, right? And I'm sure they got other things that they do or whatever, but they're putting things on a scale. Like, okay, I know this is right, but if I really jump out the window, I stand to lose 10, 15, 20 years of hard work that I put in. Let me just kind of, straddle the fence a little bit and continue to make this money. Let me, talk, about stuff this time and don't talk about stuff that time. And here's my thing, right? I'm not saying that Charlamagne needs to be canceled. None of those guys, throw him away, because he has meant some good to the culture. And with the Breakfast Club, they have brought us a lot of speakers that would have never made it to the mainstream, right? I say I'm not the guy that's going to just go all in on people and not give them their credit. 100%, you got to give them that. And you also got to have to give them props and credit for birthing and inspiring a lot of people that do this so-called podcast thing, right? You have to give them credit. You have to. And I'm not saying that everybody listening, was inspired by them, but let's keep it real. We know who, was at the top of the game when it comes to hip-hop media for the longest, right? It just is what it is with that. So give him his flowers. But the clip is, it's truth. It's truth in the sense that, all right, you can't tell me to not to believe my own lying eyes. When you see that, okay, see, you got certain people, a lot of times, you could tell who they are by their last name, right? Sanchez, Perez, Patel, Wong, Sariani, Stein, Goldstein. Not all the time. It's always exceptions to the rule, but never throw the rule away for an exception. You could tell, like, okay, this person owns this. This is okay, yeah, right. So that's all. Kanye and Charlamagne is saying, like, yeah, this is the industry, that we're in, and it just so happens to be that Jewish people, are, at the top of this industry. They own all the labels, and we're underneath them. That's real talk. And maybe not all of them. I'm sure there's other owners, but that's real. That's something that can't be denied. That's something that cannot be denied, right? So, again, we're not canceling anyone here. I'm a proponent of freedom of speech. What Kanye West did was very, very brave. And you're not going to see too many people that's going to be willing to jump out the window like that, right? Now, with this particular clip, it's not going to get a lot of, media attention. Only the underground is going to touch it. You're not going to get, any of those big platforms that's going to jump on this, right? You may have a few of them, because you got to understand it's a circle, right? They almost form Voltron in that media game, where you got your certain peoples that's in the same circle, even though they act like they're competing. It's almost like, it's one monster, two heads, right? You thinking that these two are against each other, but they bodies all one. If you lift up the shirt, they're together. It's the same thing with a lot of these media companies, right? They are together, and they understand that it's only certain groups of people that we will not offend, because they're going to take the purse. They're going to take the bag away from me. This is what they understand. Trust and believe it. Then the other ones you got that are just ignorant. But your Charlemagne's, your Jay-Z's, your Diddy's, they pretty much all going to share the same worldview, but everybody is not man enough. And some people say it's not wise, right? You're playing a long game. You're playing a chess game, right? You're going to remain quiet. You're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. That's fine, right? But just know that people are and will continue to call out nonsense when they hear nonsense. What Kanye West is doing, again, nobody knows the end game. I think the end game, only he knows. But he, in my opinion, has a plan. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this video. Not too much more to say about it. I'll let you guys finish it up and clean it up. That's kind of my opinion on the whole situation, man. Hey, JoeTart.com. Go to JoeTart.com. If you like video games, if you like NFTs, and if you love making money, go to the top line of the description box. JoeTart.com. Hit the like button on the way out. Be sure to leave a comment. Peace.